Hey folks, it's time to play a nice D tune on the mandolin, which is always fun. And we're getting a tune from Benton, Flippen, Sally in the Turnip Patch. A great slidey tune. We're going to try to slide on the mandolin.
From North Carolina.
Yeah, so we'll get to give it a go, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to put on our mandos here. So here we go, Sally in the Turnip Patch. Yeah, Sally in the Turnip Patch.
What a fun tune.
I feel like we were close to the Turnip Patch if we weren't in there. So we'll give that a little bit of a slidey romp there. And I think I'll get my little bit higher on the elevation if I can. That's what the mandolin does for you. It elevates you. Okay, so here we go. Sally in the Turnip Patch. We'll start out, first of all, we're in the key of D. And it's a fun tune chord-wise because it goes from A to G, and A and ends in a D, the first part, and then the second part is D to C, and D with a little quick A back to D. So you get to do, back and forth with the same chord shape sometimes. So if we were doing that on the mandolin, just chord-wise, I would maybe just start with a little bar in the bass and go to the open G maybe. Stay there, and you get up to it, maybe the 7th fret. And we'll do that little 7th fret and the 4th fret, little what I call a middle reach. So you got an A chord, you can have the open strings on that. You can even do your open chords too, which sound great. D, wait, then you go to D. Second part, you got a D chord. I could just maybe do that little 7 and 4, and you go down to 5 and 2, back to the D. Bar that to A and a D. So it's fun to get the chords in mind when you're learning the melody too. Kind of do something. A and a D. So one thing about the slides, and the fiddle's a lot easier to slide on, but I went ahead and tried to figure out some ways to try to emulate a little bit of what Benton does. One thing he does, we're going to use our first and second finger kind of back and forth a little bit. So the first phrase, you have a little slide. You can slide from 6 or 5, but you go up to the 7th fret on the 3rd string and get that like a fiddle or unison there. So and you have the first 2 beats. You slide early, 1, 2, 3, 4, slide, and hit 2 of those A notes. And so the first 2 beats after you get in there, we're coming in early, 1, 2, 3, early. Then we're going to go open and hit 2 with your 2nd finger and slide to 3. And then so it's, you pick open and 2 and you slide to 3. You hear the slide. And then your first finger gets 2 and open. And then we're going to get our first finger up on the 3rd fret because we want to pick that note and slide back to 2. And open and 4. So let me just do it slow and let you hear those slides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and wait. So you slide with 2 to 3. You want to hear that slide. You pick it, open 2, slide 3, first finger behind, 2, open. Your first finger scoots up to the 3rd fret and picks it and slides back to 2. Then open, 3rd string 4, open. So I'm going to do that a few times. That's kind of the trickier. That's one of the Benton kind of sounding things. We're trying to emulate his sound a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 notes. Wait. Beautiful. So 2nd finger, 1st finger slide. Then we're going to go to a G chord in the middle strings, 5 on the 3rd and 2, and you got a little 1, 2, and the open up beat. So it's 1, 2, and 3. The 2nd string open. You have 5 and 2, and then an open 2nd string, A note, and then you're going to keep a phrase. So let me just do the first 4 measures there. So 1, a little slower, 2, 3, 4, 2, A notes, wait, slide, slide, G chord. 4, 5, slide. For the next phrase, you're going to be in the similar ballpark there. You slide, you get 1 note this time and have a little 1, 2, and you hit the 2 open. And back to that same thing. This time though, instead of going 4 open, we're going 4, 5, and the ending phrase, open, 2, open, slide back. I'm using my 1st finger, and it's going to be hard. You can pick those notes on the mandolin. Sometimes the slides are a lot easier to do on the fiddle. You could even pick the, but it's a quick note, so it's 3, 2, 6. So 6th in the bass string and slide, and a little bounce, 2, open. That's the whole first part. And I think I've got it in the tab. Might be a little different, but let me do that slow a couple times for you, because it's pretty cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you wait. G chord stuff. And you wait. Slide, slide, 4, 5. Keep going. This time you slide from 4 to 7. 2 notes, the same stuff. Slide. And slide. That's the first part. And the slides, you could pick those notes, you know. Right? It's kind of fun to try to do what Benton does there. He gets some more of a slide in there, and you do it both ways. You know, put a slide one time and pick all the notes another time. That's the mandolin. A lot of times will pick, use a pick and get all the notes instead of trying to get slides, because it's hard to get as much volume out of a slide. The fiddle, you can get the bows keeping on it there. So second part's really fun because we have that 7, 2 open, and you're going to go. He kind of slides from the open strings to the 4th and 1st fret. A little hard to get that on the mandolin too, but open, and I put the 1st and 4th fret from the 1st string and slide to 5 and 2. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so. So that's all a D phrase. 2 of those notes after you slide it. And you have the 1st string open, and then just D, open again, and then you're working that middle reach, I call it, with the open string. I'll go ahead and give you the next phrase. You're going to slide up to 2 and 3. So you slide with a 2nd finger to 3, and then you wait and get the 5, 3, 2. So slide, 5, 3, 2. And it's going to go back into that slide territory a little bit. And you're back to halfway through. So let me just do that much, the second part. 1, 2, 3. D phrase and the C, wait. 5, 3, 2, slide. 2 open, 4 open. Then you're going to have the D phrase again, but it's a little different. This time it goes 1, 2, and 3. So a little syncopation there. You have that chord. You wait, open, 2, open 2, and it goes across the ending's going to be 3, 2, slide, and open. 3, 4 on the 3rd string, open, 2, 4, and low 7. That little middle reach. So let me do the whole second part a couple times for you, and And it'll be a little challenging, but I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. 1, 2, second part, D phrase. Back to D. Ending. Again. Slide to open, 4 open, and D chord again. First part. Ending phrase. Repeat. We're going on down the page. Same stuff though, right? Second part's coming up. Repeats. That's really fun. The slidey stuff is, and you can just try slides. A nice exercise is just thinking of A phrases to A to G, any kind of motif. And the same thing, a D phrase to a C phrase. Just doing those chords. One thing you can notice, doing just the D. And you keeping that same pattern, not in this tune, but just or just notice that middle reach 5 and 2 is the same with the open first string and the 3rd fret. So you can, if you were just doing an ad lib improv on a, so trying that's a really good thing to do. So the chords, what I'll do is wind up one more time just doing the chords for you. I'll do the chords once and melody once on each part, and that'll wind up with that. So first part, I'll do the melody just one time through, and on the repeat, I'll do the chords. 1, 2, the first part, nice and slow. Now you play that. I'm doing the chords. I'll play the melody the second part. Now you play the melody of the second part. Maybe a tag. Tried to slide a little bit there. So check out Benton Flippen fiddling if you hadn't ever checked him out. He is a very slidey guy, wonderful fiddler, very good. The dancers love to dance to his tunes. This will be a fun one to play. And hope you do get in some gardening as well in between your mandolin picking there. So enjoy Sally and the Turnip Patch.